The respiratory diseases. The ego is only in the brain and is everyday memory. Because forgetfulness is part of consciousness, the dream of endless life became a reality. While we sleep, flying robots with ion propulsion transport us via extended lift connections to underground cities, monitored and guided by AI. There, a piecemeal rejuvenation with feedback-free cloned brain parts happens according to the schedule. Fully automatic in surgical machines. Method, laser biomerging and oxygenated blood. Decades later, the original brain is completely rejuvenated. And the transference of the ego remained unobtrusive. No one has died in the world for thousands of years. The slightly worse memory does not bother anyone. Memory test on Earth. A false worldview and backward technology camouflage real high technology. Artificial intelligence needs statistical values for memory equals ego transmission. In the midst of a cyborg population, biological subjects try to remember. Implant scopal sense recall reminders to help finish testing to begin paradise times. High-tech worlds day. AI-informed subjects about ancient medicine. Back then superstitions prevented oxygenated blood transfusions. Worldwide, the deadliest disease was that of the respiratory tract, or lungs. The main culprit was smoking, which developed COPD after a few years. Smoke ingredients clog the lungs, forcing deeper and more frequent inhalation. This respiratory distress was often followed by suicide. Experiments with methamphetamine could not increase the will to survive in the long term. Later research showed that the lungs can only compensate for one inhaled cigarette per day. Currently in the memory experiment, deaths and lost bets from underground communities followed. On the surface, their avatars were sentenced to smoking. The statistically certain cyborg COPD suffocation after about 10 years was avoided by secretly having the lungs replaced regularly. Surgical machines with AI and the laser biomerging method do not leave any traces that indicate a transplant. Therefore, do not trust the statements of old habitual smokers. In this way, other diseases could be discovered that can be traced back to regular cigarette consumption. Exotic lung diseases occur in cyborgs after being transplanted with respiratory organs that are 100-year-old or have been stress tested in the laboratory outside of the body. Live healthy and be careful.